With another edition of Quarantined in the Holler. This is my seedling tray. So about a week or so ago, I planted this seedling tray. I have a grid written down. I'm going to talk to you about how we're growing our food, by the way, today. I have a grid of what's where. We have lettuces here. This is, I don't know what that is, right? Oh, it's Chinese Thai water spinach. Cool. This is loofah, and then I have peppers here and tomatoes there. They have little seeds stuck on them still. But a week in, we have everything but the peppers germinated. The peppers are still germinating. And we have a few things that didn't do very well. So I'm going to go back and reseed these ones. But it's time to transplant some of this stuff. And this is what I've got going inside. By the way, that's my mullein. It's still drying. It was in my way. You see this, better without the grow lights. This is a plant that I planted in January, and it's romaine lettuce. And it's kind of at the end of its point. It's going to give me flowers soon. So I'm going to take this out. Look at that root structure. What I've got in there is water and some nutrient. And this plant's going bye-bye. What I'm going to do is, take it. It's really hard to do this with one hand. Take it out of the thing. It ruins its roots. I'll harvest those last few leaves, and of course now I'm left with a net cup with some clay pebbles in it. I'm going to put them in my clay pebble thing. And this is what I would usually plant my next plant in, but I've got an issue now. It's hard to string the roots through that. And so if I pull this little bubby out here, this lettuce, see, it's just got tiny little roots on the bottom. So I need to grow it out a little bit so those roots are longer before I put it in the big boy system. And what I figured out I can do, I have these less good quality net cups. So these are awesome quality net cups that you can use forever and ever. And if you start directly under the roots grow through. This is a net cup that's cheap, and it's easy then to cut the bottom out. So I've cut the bottom out of that. I just used normal scissors. And so now it's got a hole. So I'm going to end up transplanting this here. But it'll fall through. Well, it doesn't exactly fall through, but if I want to be certain it doesn't fall through, I just take a toothpick and brace it in there with the toothpick. Keeps it from falling through. And later, we're getting a focus issue. Later, when I need to take it out of this, the roots will just come straight out. So then we're taking it over here, and down low, this is where I'm growing. So the water level here is higher. I'm growing this one out. Right? You have to get it in with the toothpick. It's touching the nutrient right up at the root level now. This one, on the other hand, look at those roots. This is ready to go up here and hang out. Well, now I got to take another net cup, right, to make this one happy. And we have cheap quality 3-inch net cups up here somewhere. So a cheaper quality one. I'm going to cut the bottom out of it and put this plant in so that its roots can string through the middle. So what's been happening because of this is I'm able to harvest about half the lettuce that feeds 4 people in there between this and those mason jars. And this bottom area is actually giving me a lot of little baby greens. These things all need to move today. And these things need to be filtered out, like this one's going away. And then the other half off my outdoor aquaponics system, and then augment it with wild greens, which is keeping us in fresh vegetables, which is great. So this has been kind of a godsend during this time of not going to the grocery store. If you don't have something like this yet, you can start, if you get your hands on some nutrient and some seeds, you can start just in mason jars with these net cups. The key is to keep a gap between the roots and the liquid so they get oxygen. And it goes gangbusters within about